Welcome to the Pardee Properties Market Minute. I'm Tyler Kunkle, and let's talk a little bit about the market today. So the market is a little less competitive. That doesn't mean that we're in a down market, and I think that's something that we can help buyers talk through. There's a lot of misconceptions about where we are. The market is still very strong, but it is less competitive than it was in the spring and honestly in the past decade. So there are opportunities for buyers to come in with offers that won't end up insanely over the list price. I do still think you're seeing multiple offers for sure in the market, but ultimately, when you can get a better price on the house, it's making buyers feel a little bit better. One big thing that I continue to talk to clients about, and it seems to still be a sticking point months later, is that jumbo rates, which are the rates that most of the buyers in our market are obtaining, are always lower than the conforming rates, which are a little bit lower in the rates that most of the country gets. So really be careful with all of the clickbait articles out there that are talking about rates at 7 and 8%. That is not true. When you talk to a professional, we can set you up with different lenders that have all these amazing loan options. And honestly, through relationship discounts and just shopping the rates around just a little bit, the rates are going to be significantly lower than what you're seeing online, I can promise you. So one of the things that's really important to factor in when you're debating rent versus buy are all the write-offs you have as a homeowner. When you're renting something, you lose it all. It just goes to somebody else. There's no real benefit to you at all. But when you own a home, there's tax incentives, right? That help you net a lower monthly payment at the end of the year. You can write off a lot of your interest, and as rates are higher, that write-off actually increases, and that's not something people often talk about. So you will actually net a little bit less of your payment, and when you factor in that rent versus buy, it's an important thing to consider. One thing that's important to always note is rents in LA are not cheap. So your rent will increase every year, and your mortgage won't. So if essentially your mortgage is the most expensive the first year that you buy, you're likely to make more money, you're likely to get raises and promotions, but your payment stays the same. Your rent's going to increase over time, and eventually it makes much more sense to buy. Really, don't forget that owning a property or owning a home is still one of the best ways to build wealth. It may not be the appreciation that you've seen in the past 2 years, but ultimately down the line, that is free money through appreciation that you simply cannot get when you're renting. And even if it's a couple $100,000 over 3 or 4 years, you have to remember that when you sell that property, more than likely with your exemptions, you will not pay taxes on that money. And not paying taxes on capital gains is one of the greatest things that you could ever have. So whether you're ready to buy now or in a year from now, these are all good conversations that we are happy to have so that buyers understand what they're getting into and all of the benefits to buying down the line. So give us a call. We're happy to help, and we'll talk to you soon.